Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paternity Court, where love, doubt, and DNA collide. In today's gripping episode, we dive deep into the tangled webs of relationships, trust, and the ultimate truth. Case 1. On number 1, we are going to unravel the perplexing case of Mr. Horn, a man who's been desperately trying to dodge the dad title like it's a hot potato. Buckle up, because this roller coaster ride is about to take you through twists and turns you won't see coming. Mr. Horn enters the scene with all the reluctance of a cat being dragged into a bathtub. He claims that Miss Mamian's love life resembles a revolving door, and their romance was about as short-lived as a summer fling. He even tried to play the responsible card when he got wind of her pregnancy, but here's the kicker. Miss Mamian apparently had a list of potential dad candidates that could rival a phone book.
And I called Mr. Haight. She's like a railroad track. She's been laid all across America.
Now fast forward to a bizarre family reunion, the kind that would make even the most seasoned soap opera writer raise an eyebrow. Mr. Horn receives a call from a long-lost relative, inquiring about Miss Mamian's sudden revelation that he's the proud papa of a 29-year-old. Talk about a surprise party, right? But let's be real, Mr. Horn's skepticism is as palpable as ever.
My mother told me that he contacted them.
Meanwhile, spare a thought for Mr. Haight, who's found himself in a plot twist even Shakespeare would envy. He's been handed a confusing tale of two possible dads, only to be told, oops, it's actually Mr. Horn. Miss Mamian's parenting skills in the plot department leave much to be desired, to say the least.
You saw your birth certificate for the first time how old?
17, 18.
But here's where the story takes a heartwarming turn. Mr. Haight, despite the chaos and confusion that could rival the wildest soap opera storyline, simply wants a family. He's even open to the idea of Mr. Horn being his big bro if the DNA test doesn't quite seal the father-son deal. Now that's what you call keeping it all in the family, and it's a testament to the power of love and family bonds.
Older brother type thing, I guess.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand reveal that'll leave you on the edge of your seats. Drum roll, please. Mr. Horn, prepare yourself, because you are indeed the father of Mr. Haight. Huzzah! Cue the triumphant happy dance, the slightly awkward family reunions, and the delightful prospect of becoming a dad, whether you were ready for it or not.
You are his father.
Now we have yet another riveting episode of Paternity Court, where the drama unfolds like a Shakespearean tragedy, complete with love, doubt, and a 2-month-old cutie named Rylan in the starring role. Our leading lady, Miss Mitchell, and her former flame, Mr. Ryan, are about to take center stage in a thrilling game of Not My Baby.
These stories.
I don't know. They won't tell me, so I don't know.
Now, let's dive headfirst into the tangled web of love and doubt that surrounds this story. Mr. Ryan, in a classic case of he said, she said, firmly believes that Miss Mitchell's love life resembles a roller coaster ride with 4 other gentlemen. Phew, talk about a whirlwind romance. But wait, there's more to this tale. Enter Miss Mitchell's trusty best friend, who emerges as the ultimate alibi, vouching for a friend's unwavering loyalty.
Yes, Your Honor, from her best friend, Your Honor.
Telling you. My best.
But that's not all, folks. Let's fast forward to the post-baby era. Mr. Ryan claims he couldn't make it to the hospital because he was, well, behind bars. So in a stroke of genius, he decided to send his sister as a stand-in. But hold on just a minute. Miss Mitchell and her mother, armed with airtight receipts, prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Mr. Ryan was snug as a bug in his jail cell merely 2 days after Ryland's birth.
Did you get a hold of him? And she said no, Heather won't let him come.
Speaking of Miss Hitchcock, she's got her own side of the story to share. According to her, Miss Mitchell's the real troublemaker here, bent on keeping Mr. Ryan away from Ryland because she wants him all to herself. On the flip side, Miss Mitchell argues that she's simply looking out for her baby's peace and quiet.
Rylan wouldn't know what a good home was unless she was with them.
But wait, there's more to this mystery. Mr. Ryan fancies himself as a modern-day Sherlock Holmes, armed with a perplexing observation. Rylan doesn't quite resemble his other kids. Well, ain't that a puzzler for the ages?
Well, they have 2 different moms. She looks just like me.
Before we unveil the shocking DNA results, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an episode of the Paternity Court drama. And now the moment we've all been eagerly awaiting. Drum roll please. Surprise, surprise, the DNA results reveal that Mr. Ryan, despite all the twists and turns in this Shakespearean saga, is indeed the biological father of baby Rylan. Cue the emotional reunion, the tears of joy, and newfound excitement as Mr. Ryan finally gets to meet his daughter for the very first time. It's a twist-filled tale that could rival any Shakespearean drama, and it's got all the makings of a Paternity Court classic.
You are the father.
Case 3. The third case features Miss Greenhouse, a woman on a determined mission to unveil the truth about 7-month-old Guy's parentage. Buckle up, because this story has more twists and turns than a roller coaster at an amusement park, and it's loaded with drama that could rival your favorite TV soap opera.
You're not in a relationship with my family, you're in a relationship with me.
Our protagonists, Miss Green and Mr. Thompson, embarked on an 11-year journey through the maze of love and relationships. Their story reads like a roller coaster ride, complete with highs, lows, and even a cancellation of their marriage. All thanks to Mr. Thompson's alleged disrespect. Drama alert indeed.
She admitted out her own mouth, out of the pictures, the texts, the phones, the messages.
But that's not the end of this gripping tale, folks. Mr. Thompson, a man with a knack for doubting things, is not buying the baby ticket. He's got doubts bigger than mountains, and he's not afraid to voice them. You see, their relationship was like an on-again, off-again roller coaster, and to add fuel to the fire, Miss Greenhouse had a brief fling with another guy.
And so you say her family has interfered.
Now, here's where it gets really juicy. Miss Greenhouse, unwavering in her conviction, insists that little Gia is without a doubt Mr. Thompson's child. No questions asked, she says. Hold on to your seats, because Miss Greenhouse's younger sister isn't one to stay silent. She's got the inside scoop and isn't afraid to spill the beans. She reveals that Mr. Thompson had initially flat out refused to entertain the idea of a DNA test for sweet baby Gia. She also let us in on a little secret. Mr. Thompson had been Mr. Supportive throughout the pregnancy until doubt crept in.
Man, shut up. Like, he was excited. Like, man, shut up. For what?
Now enter the voice of reason, Mr. Thompson's mother. She steps into the courtroom, pleading with everyone to remember that it's all about baby Gia. After all, it's the children who bear the brunt of these tumultuous situations. The judge, with the wisdom of a matriarch, doesn't hold back. She gives the couple a good old-fashioned tongue lashing for their lack of respect and consideration for their kids.
You don't move on your tongue.
I do the world.
Okay,
I
you
give them
don't.
the world.
But wait for it, folks, because it's time for the moment of truth. Mr. Thompson, you are indeed the biological father of little Gia. The court adjourns with another stern reminder from the judge, urging the couple to be respectful towards each other and, most importantly, mindful of their children.
You are the father.
Case 4. So now we have Miss Macbeth and Miss Terrell, who are determined to prove that Mr. Hughes isn't the father of baby Elia. According to Miss Macbeth, the baby's skin tone is her ultimate evidence, because obviously skin color is the definitive paternity test, right?
Maybe because he is so white.
Because he all the way white. He ain't got no black in here.
Mr. Hughes drops the bomb that his father was white, adding a twist to the tale. Could this revelation change the paternity game? Oh, but there's more. We've got an unexpected guest, Mr. Hughes' sister, Miss Terrell, who's here to spill the tea. She claims that Miss Jackson was just a flavor of the month in Mr. Hughes' life because he's been in a decade-long relationship with another woman and has kids with her.
All she basically was for him was a snack cake on the side of his meal.
But wait, there's a toddler twist. Miss Terrell witnessed Elia calling someone else dad. Shocking, right? Well, not so fast. Miss Jackson explains that Elia calls every white person dad. Mystery solved. Toddler terminology saves the day.
He's like a tall, light-skinned guy with a hat on. He's like, Daddy, and I'm like,
No.
Now let's talk about Miss Macbeth's woes. She's already juggling the responsibility of Mr. Hughes' 2 other kids, and she's not exactly thrilled about adding another little one to her plate. The honourable judge tries to bring some reason into the mix, but let's face it, logic is a rare visitor on this show.
Stop there. I'm sick
I'm not
of
stopping
it.
it.
But it stopped today.
But wait, Miss Terrell insists that all of Mr. Hughes' kids look the same, except for Elijah, whose nose apparently sparked this entire saga. The family resemblance, or lack thereof, takes center stage.
And you're saying none of those match?
None of those match.
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. The DNA results are in, and the verdict is crystal clear. Mr. Hughes is indeed the biological father of Elijah. Cue the explosion of frustration and denial from Miss McBirth and Miss Terrell. Some people just can't accept the undeniable truth, even when it's right in front of them.
You are Elijah's father.
We hope you enjoyed these riveting episodes, folks. Join us in uncovering more astonishing family mysteries on Paternity Court by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss a single jaw-dropping moment.